Hi everybody, I'm just doing a little video today just for those people that would like to know the best settings, beach settings for the beach. And this is for the Minelab Sovereign GT, which is this. Okay, it's they don't make them anymore. They don't make the Sovereign range. It's very much the same as the Elite that came before it, and the older Sovereigns, the oh god, what were they called? The original Sovereigns that came out, the XR, whatever they were, and they're all good machines without a doubt. I've used the original ones, the older ones, and I've had two of these. This is the second one I've had, they're good machines for the beach. 17 frequencies, FPS. Sorry, yeah, is it? No, it's BBS. Full band is what the Explorers and the SEs and the E-Tracks are on, and they're 28 frequencies. This is 17 frequencies. Anyway, one of the things that you have to be careful of with these particular detector, this control box, is this battery. This battery is kind of, it's plastic, and it's covered, and it's made about the plastic is like Bakelite consistency, I think, because the two lugs here, which you use for getting the machine in and out of the box, have a tendency to, if you to break, and they start to crack along here where you're pushing this down. I don't know if you can see. Those that got them know what I mean. And these are 70, I think they're about 75 quid to buy. Without the lugs, they were still going, but intrinsically they don't look the same. And you know, if you come to sell it, people want the machines as they should be. Anyway, I'm going to put this in and give you a brief how this thing works. I've shoved that in. Make sure you pull the lugs down, push it right in. When you take these out, you've got to remember that they are like Bakelite, and there's a tendency for them, so you've got to be careful. Anyway, right, I'm going to switch this thing on, as you do, and hopefully you'll be able to hear. I'm putting it on here. It's a threshold noise. It's the back hum that you want to be listening to when you're detecting. Doesn't have to be as loud as that. You can put it to suit yourself, but you really need to have that just slight hum in the background. The actual settings there are what I use, and they've been very productive for me. The important setting is this on and off switch. The on and off switch here, you turn that fully clockwise until you can, it will go no more, because not only does that operate the volume, it operates the depth that you can get out of your machine. So you've got to have the volume fully open as far as possible. That also will give you your greatest depth. My advice is that if you're using headphones, ordinary COS headphones, then it might be a bit intolerable, because it is quite noisy. You need to have headphones that have got their own separate volume control. Okay, the other knob here, that sensitivity, I have that about 11 o'clock. Threshold, just barely audible. You can have silent threshold for those that want silent detecting, but it's not necessarily the most efficient way to detect. You need that little bit of, what you can do as a safeguard, you can actually, if you turn your, for those who can't tolerate it, turn it up a bit and then go back to your switch it down. That way you've actually set manually the threshold to quite a high level, so that it should break through anything, I would think. This switch here is, that takes you up or down a couple of kcs, and that's in case somebody has got the same machine, or someone is using another Minelab near you that's on FBS, E-Track or whatever, Explorer, and you can, it just stops the interference. The top two knobs here, that says for tracking, and that one up there is all metal. Oh, let's turn that down a bit. That's the threshold. Right. You can only use tracking in all metal. That's the only time you can use tracking. I use these knobs in the centre. Both of them are in the centre. One is at fixed. That one is at discrimination. You can use it if you want to. You can use it in iron mask. And then if you get a signal, you can come back to discrimination to verify whether that is a good signal and not iron. But normally I find that in the centre is fine. Now, I've got to remember how to do this because it's looking at it. If you put that switch up, okay, that's into all metal, and this one that's on fixed down to, you'll find that is the how you pinpoint. It says to pinpoint there, so to get pinpoint you go up to all metal and down to pinpoint. But you don't really need pinpoint on these machines because especially if you're using an 8-inch coil, it's easy to pinpoint without actually putting it in pinpoint. So that's basically the settings that I use, if you can see them, and they work good. These, the notch and discrimination, put them right the way round on anti-clockwise, right as far as they can go. I never use them. I mean, if you wanted, some aficionados might say you can notch out pull tabs, well, and ring pulls, but as you know, you're going to lose too much. On the beach, that setting that you can see there now is absolutely fine. Adjust the threshold to your requirements. I have mine on here, just barely audible. No problem. I hope this has been a help to you, and if you like it, just click and click like. Okay, good luck.